Hello, everybody, and welcome to Top 5 New Comics for June 4th of 2025. I am, as always, Chris, and this is the week of number ones. So let's jump in, starting with Imperial number 1. This is written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Iban Coello and Federico Vicentini. Colors by Federico Blee and letters by Travis Lanham. For me, I've been such a big cosmic Marvel fan for a long time. It kind of stems from reading Conquest back in the day when I was really into the Civil War, and then finding this other series that was going on around the same time called Conquest, and just falling in love with that version of the Marvel universe. My sci-fi roots, my Star Wars love, all those things came together with this love of superheroes and comic books for this section of the Marvel Universe. And I've always been attracted to it in some way, especially when you get to like the Novas and the Guardians of the Galaxies and so on. And then you add in some other elements that have been great throughout Marvel history, like Planet Hulk and what's going on with Black Panther right now, and so on and so on and so on. And that's before you even talk about the amazing creative team. I mean, when I see Jonathan Hickman on a book, I'm there day one. Doesn't matter. So this coming together being funny enough, while Marvel's big event, One World Under Doom, is going on, they decide, hey, let's do a cosmic event, Imperial, on the side. And I love that juxtaposition. That reminds me of when Civil War and Conquest were going on. So just super excited to see what Hickman has, what his plans are for the cosmic galactic universe for Marvel is, and where he plans on taking things. As we know, things like Imperial War are coming after this, and I'm sure we'll get more and more announcements, especially with things like San Diego Comic-Con around the corner, as to what this all means for Marvel as a whole. But start of something new, fun, exciting. Let's see what it is. After that, we got Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion number 1. This is written by Dennis Camp and Cody Ziglar with art by Jonas Scharf. And this is the Ultimate Universe's first big event. We are at the point where we've been in this universe for almost 2 years now. And if we all remember from the beginning when this was being laid out by Hickman and Camp, that there were two characters from the original Ultimate Universe that made their way to the 616, and that is the Maker and Miles Morales. Maker obviously goes and does his thing, and we're seeing kind of the fruits of what that is now with this Ultimate Universe line that Marvel's putting out. The Maker at one point went to Miles and said, hey, like, we're both from this universe. I'm going to go back and create it and build it. Do you want to come with? He goes, no, blah, blah, blah. Gives him a key card to go to it. As we saw in the free comic book day issue, somebody who shouldn't have gotten that key card to go to the Ultimate Universe makes their way to the Ultimate Universe. So Miles obviously has to go. He has to figure out what's happening. So we're going to see the current Miles Morales writer with the current Ultimates writer coming together for this big event to see what happens when Miles goes over and meets up with these characters inside the Ultimate Universe. Not only is it one of my favorite characters that stemmed out of the original Ultimate Universe, but it's one of my favorite lines of comics right now with the Ultimate Universe coming together for one big, looks like 5-issue event series. I'm really excited to see what we got in store here. We got two great writers, an awesome artist. What could go wrong? The Ultimate stuff's been a lot of fun, and judging by the cover, it's going to hit on the books that are most attractive to me inside that line, which is Black Panther. We see on the cover, we see Wolverine, we see Iron Lad, we see Storm, we see Spider-Man. So really cool stuff going on here, and just going to be super, super excited for this one. After that, I have Marvel Knights, The World to Come number 1. This is written by Christopher Priest with art by Joe Quesada, colors by Richard Isanove, And what we have here is Christopher Priest and Joe Quesada reuniting for a Marvel Knights book. And I guess I'll start with Christopher Priest has been writing a bunch of stuff, so while I do enjoy his work and love to see him on this, the more exciting thing for me is seeing Joe Quesada doing interior art on a Marvel comic again. Some of the books I was given as a teenager to really see like what comics had become while I was a kid and how they could be more of an adult hobby were the Marvel Knights books, specifically Daredevil that Joe Quesada did with Kevin Smith, but some of the other ones as well, like Black Panther. So I have a distinct love for those books because they came to me around the time where Dark Knight Returns hit my life and just so many other great titles that reintroduced me to the world of comics and built that love and passion that I have today. So seeing these two guys on a book like this makes me so happy. And yes, what is the book? It's the future of the Marvel Universe. It's people are kind of calling it the Kingdom Come of Marvel. I think not only was Kingdom Come not like the first of its kind, but it's been done so many times. This is the future of this universe. This is the future of that universe. But that's basically what we're doing here. And in this one, we're going to focus around Black Panther and the Wakandans, where it seems like something has happened to T'Challa. T'Challa is no longer with us. And what happens when that power vacuum hits in the future of the Marvel Universe? We'll find out. And who better to write about it than Christopher Priest? Yeah, just all around, I think it's going to be a really cool, awesome title. And it's another one of those things. I see the Marvel Knights banner. I'm here for it. I want to see what they got. If you're going to bring that banner back, it better be for something good and special. And what's more special than getting Christopher Priest back on Black Panther or getting Joe Quesada to do interior art on a Marvel comic? That alone is worth the banner. And hopefully we got a really cool comic as well on this. After that, a lot of Marvel. A lot of Marvel this week. Makes me happy. After that, we've got Ghost Rider versus Galactus, #1. This is written by J. Michael Straczynski with art by Juan Ferreira, letters by Travis Lanham. Versus books or crossover books or however we're doing it that Straczynski's been doing have been fun. I've read all of them so far. I've enjoyed these little stories that while fit in continuity just fine, you don't need to be a continuity head to really know what he's doing here. He's really just taking two characters, hoping that you know their backgrounds and who they are and where they stand, and saying, here's the story kind of off the beaten path with them. And for the most part, they're characters who it's kind of wacky that they're getting together. In this case, Ghost Rider and Galactus, a little wacky that they're getting together. I gotta assume there's gonna be some sort of fight, battle, tiff, something happening when these two characters collide. So, I mean, all in all, I just think that these have been a blast. I think this is the second to last one they're doing. If you haven't been keeping up with them, they don't follow an overarching story or anything. It's not like you need to read one to read the other. But as a whole, they've just been a lot of fun. And I see that they're going to be collecting them into one big trade this fall as well, after the Spider-Man vs. Sinister 16 issue, which I'm really looking forward to as well. So yeah, Ghost Rider, Galactus, what could go wrong? But we will end with Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2, #1. This is written by Brian Buccarella with art by Christian Duce and colors by Luis Guerrero. The title, it says it all. That's why I want to read this book. But I remember when the first Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong came out, we were all super excited because, hey, superheroes versus Godzilla. Yeah, Kong's in there too. That's cool. But Justice League versus Godzilla. And now we're in a world where, after that happened, that made us all super excited. We're in a world where Marvel's doing it with Toho, while this is the MonsterVerse version of Godzilla. Close enough. Now we're getting this kind of all the time. And you'd think, the excitement's gone a little bit. Not for me. For me, I know this is a moment in time. These books will all go away and we won't be having this for much longer. So I'm going to enjoy them as they come, one by one. And I thought that the original series was so good on how they brought in all these amazing DC characters and were able to get the Titans to clash with the superheroes and the supervillains, and just a satisfying story over 7 issues. And hopefully, it looks like in this one they're going to do Task Force X stuff. Amanda Waller's going to be involved. It seems like it's going to be a good time. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to follow me further, go to substack.com. It's chriscomicscorner.substack.com. Watch the podcast, Fortress Comic News. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below on this video, and share it out with friends. Until next week, thank you so much.